Is this thing on? I think so. What's up, everyone? Anthony here from The Next Gentleman with the first official episode of TNG Live. For those who don't know, TNG Live is a sort of episodic series, live streaming series that I'm doing to introduce you to some of my favorite people, celebrities, entrepreneurs, business owners, bloggers, stylists, creatives, and personal friends and family who are near and dear to my heart. I'm so excited to get this underway. Today, we've got a really, really fun episode for you. I'm bringing on my friend G, who is a business owner, entrepreneur for a skincare brand called Gaffer and Child. He is one of my oldest friends from the blog scene. He was one of the first people who ever hit me up on The Next Gentleman, and I'm so happy to have him here today. We have David from Threadability, who is a new colleague of mine. I'm very excited about his work. Is incredible, and he's making a huge wave on social media with his styling. And last but not least, one of my oldest friends, Shea Hammond from back in Burlington, where I'm from. He was my first ever roommate, and I've got him here today to give you the dirt. Hopefully not too much dirt, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get to it. I want to introduce you to G from Gaffer and Child. Let's get him on here. What's up, dude?
I had it on mute. There we go.
Dude, I'm so excited you're here. G, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Beautiful day. Blessed to be here. Really grateful that we've kept in touch over the years. It's been an amazing relationship, and to see growth over the years and be able to celebrate wins together, it's been a blessing. So really great to reconnect here as well.
Oh man, I'm so excited you're here, and I want to thank you for being my first ever business owner on TNG Live. I'm so excited to introduce everybody to you because you are by far one of the hardest working people I've ever met, one of the smartest working people I've ever met, and you probably also have the best hair. So there's that.
You're talking about me?
I'm talking about you, dude. So you mentioned growth and change. I mean, we've been watching each other evolve, I want to say for the last 4, maybe 5 years even. And I've seen you go through rebrands, even the smallest little thing. And every time you tell me about it, you're always so excited, and I love it. So tell everybody, let's learn a little bit about who you are and Gaffer and Child. First of all, who are you? Where are you from?
So Grigore, I'm born in LA, raised in LA. And I started an organic skincare line like a lot of other people when I saw a necessity for it. So like I needed it myself. I couldn't find any good, clean skincare. Everything was irritating, breaking me out. So I started my own organic line full of just essentials, and it's evolved since then to just more tools people can use in beauty, skincare. And now we even have a regimen that a lot of people are finding success with. And it makes me so happy to be able to just like serve in that way. Especially since I started with, I struggled with skincare, and I know out of everyone else, I know how it feels to like look in the mirror and say like, I don't want to leave the house today. And I didn't want that for anyone else. And I want to nourish people with all organic ingredients. So that's what we do with Gaffer and Child. It's so you can let your light shine and glow your own way. And we just give you all organic ingredients.
What I understand as well, it's like paraben free, it's vegan. Like, tell me more about that, because I feel like it's a big concern right now in that kind of market.
In a nutshell, it's if you can't eat it, it shouldn't go on your skin. So we're using all food grade ingredients, and we're specially formulated for people with sensitive skin. So those that suffer with rosacea, we have really gentle formulations.
That you handpick yourself, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're sourcing down to the ingredients, going all organic. It's, skincare, great skincare to me. And we love to cook in our house. So we're always cooking, but I think skincare is much the same. You handpick the very best ingredients, you blend them, and you put this love energy into your work, that pride, and it goes through to your customers. And we've been seeing people having a lot of success. And I think one of my biggest things is during this whole COVID thing where, you know, we see our friends and neighbors and we like to hug, embrace one another, and it feels so good to be able to be giving that hug in a bottle to people where they can use it every day. Like that little bit of love we can transfer to those around us through the line. It's really fulfilling.
That's it's super important right now. Like you said, you know, we're all staying home, we're all in the same situation, and it's almost like it makes perfect sense that this skincare cleanse, this and you telling me that there's even a challenge going on.
So a lot of
tell me about this. Yeah.
Sorry, a lot of people. So it started as a skin cleanse. So how it started was a lot of mothers kept messaging us saying, you know, like my daughter's looking for a new skincare regimen, and she's breaking out. She's experiencing hesitation or irritation. So it just, we went so many times giving like this protocol and giving people like a fix that we finally like just wrote up a cleanse. So it relies on 5 key products. One of them is our youth serum, then our hydrating serum, our balancing cleanser, and scrub. And it focuses on the basics of skincare and self-love, which right now I think is so important in giving to people. That way it provides them with some structure for their days and things to look forward to in the morning. Something like washing your face in the morning could be so powerful in
Self-love.
how it sets the tone for the day. Yes. Yeah. We're telling people it's okay. Like it's okay for you to spend that time, love on yourself so you could be available to other people and be the best version of yourself. It has nothing to do with skin. It just has to do with how you feel.
I love that.
You know?
I love
or,
that.
Yeah.
There are people out there who have that sensitive skin, as I'm sure you well know, or they have some kind of skin condition. And I feel like a lot of people don't really think that there's the perfect product out there for them, when in fact you specifically formulated all of this together to suit those needs, to kind of be available to everybody. And, you know, even for people who don't have sensitive skin, who are maybe, you know, makeup people, or just are dealing with, you know, like stressed out skin, it sounds like this is the perfect thing for them, especially right now.
It's a perfect thing for a reset. And we were talking about makeup, how, yeah, people finally feel like it's okay. I'm not leaving the house for 2 weeks. It's okay for me not to put on makeup. There's so many irritants in makeup in itself that we tried like the elimination process. So we tell you to eliminate all other products you're using, including makeup, including your sunblock, whatever else.
Is that
just
hard
for those
some people?
So for some people it's very hard. So they call it the skin cleanse challenge. That's what they've been calling it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's recently become a thing, but it makes me so happy because literally, Anthony, I see people transform in 11 days.
I love that.
And it makes me so happy to see them sharing online, and they're sharing their experience. And then I even get to see and be like, wow, look how, you know, beautiful they are after that 11 days. Everything's calmed down. Everyone's glowing, literally.
I love that. And I think everybody should try this. You said it's an 11-day sprint from start to finish. And if you can do that, you can do anything. So real quick, I wanted to also highlight 2 of my favorite products of yours. So the first Gaffer and Child product I fell in love with was the facial scrub. I don't know if you can see that there.
Oh, wow. That's old school.
I know. Let me open this actually, so everybody at home can see. So tell me what we're looking at, Jay. What are we looking at? Ooh. Are you with us?
Broccoli seeds and poppy seeds. Yeah, and that's actually formulations too. Like how it's about
Dude, I don't know, but it still smells great. It smells good enough to eat. And you said if you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your
amazing.
skin. So I might have this for dessert later.
I tell people our products will last about 2 years.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So this will go wonderfully on like some ice cream or maybe a Danish or something like that. I love this. It's super good on skin, and it smells fantastic, and it hydrates like nothing else. So this is great. Another one, and I actually used a little today, is the Gaffer and Child hair balm.
Oh wow!
And I got to be honest, I haven't used this in a long time, and I didn't remember this holding as well as it does. This is kind of in between a balm and a clay almost, right?
It's a nourishing paste, so it helps nourishing to the hair. That will tame flyaways and give me a little bit of volume, and it's weightless, so it's nice. Really helps define the strands. But again, even that one you have there, that has to be a couple of years old too. I'm so embarrassed. I need to get you new stuff.
Dude,
but it's it says something though. We're using quality ingredients last.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell. This works so well. And I don't even care how old it is. It worked, and that's what I care about. But like I said, this holds so well. Like you said, it's great for flyaways. It's great for a mustache too. It's really good for a mustache.
Beard shaping, sure. And then a lot of women like it too because the air absorbs moisture. It helps boost, give them a little bit of volume. So it's good for everyone.
I love it. Couple of comments. Kyle, what's up, Anthony? Kyle, I just want to say, hey, thanks for joining. Super happy to see you here. And my mom, awesome. Hey, you know what? Mom is
wow.
a fan. Everybody say hi to Lola. What's up, Lola? Thanks for joining today, Mom. I always appreciate your support. But the last thing I want to say is that you have been gracious enough, generous enough to give the people a little something if they want to try the skin cleanse, if they want to take that 11-day challenge. Use code TNG50 to get $50 off your skin cleanse. And G, where can they find it?
Where can they? You're going to see results, and we want to hear from you. Don't just do it. Do it. Message us. I want to hear about it. It's both and Vivian are on the social media all day long. So when you're reaching out to real people, and we're actually like dancing and giving each other high fives every time we hear from you. Your amazing results from the skin cleanse. So please, I urge you, use that discount code. You're going to see results. You're going to love the results you see, and we're going to love those results as well. So yeah, use the code. Get it on the website.
Gafferandchild.com?
Gafferandchild.com. It's called the Skin Cleanse.
Perfect. Yeah, I was just
11-day skin reset
like on your
program.
homepage. It's just right the top thing on your homepage. Perfect.
Super easy. You just click on the website. It's there on the homepage. Check it out. There's a blood.
Perfect.
Let's explore. Let's play.
Awesome. Gee, all right. Thanks so much, dude. I'm so looking forward, and we're gonna pop that back up at later on. But now I want to bring on another good friend of mine, David from Threadability. Let's get him on the stream. David,
what's up?
What's up?
How's it going?
Not too bad, dude. How are you today?
Can't complain. Windows open, fresh air blowing through. It's all good.
Well, that's great to hear, dude. I'm so happy you're here.
Me too, man.
You're one of my favorite new accounts. I love following along what you're doing, and you're doing it in a huge way.
Dude, I'm humbled. That means a lot. Thank you.
Oh my God, stop it. Quickly, David, give everybody a sense of who you are and what you do.
My name's David. I run menswear and lifestyle blog account, mainly on Instagram, but YouTube channel, website, all that. And I live in Denver, Colorado. So I recently actually just kind of tried to take this full time. So I'm kind of going through the motions of making this business happen and figuring things out every single day, but trying to connect with an audience and make, content that I love to see out there.
And that we love to see too.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Something right. It's awesome. Tell us a little bit about the name Threadability. What does that mean? Where did it come from?
So honestly, it took me like months to figure out a name and what I wanted, or I guess realistically a brand. And I was struggling with the name part. I went back and forth with my sister for literally weeks. I probably bugged her way too much. She probably got really sick of me. But I worked in construction at the time, and she was trying to tell me to like combine, I don't know, somehow construction and style. And she was like, then I started thinking of constructability, and then I was trying to put different style related words with it. And then I looked at, like, I can't even remember. I think Threadability just jumped in my brain at one point, and then I searched it and was surprised to see it wasn't used on any social media platform. So I snatched it up and went from there and never looked back. So I'm pretty stoked with it. I like the name.
It's such a rare thing these days to find anything where the domain's not taken, the Instagram handle's not taken, the Twitter. You know what I mean? It almost doesn't happen anymore. We're going to need to create a new special character in order to have anything from now on.
Oh, for the website, I had to do the Threadability because I think a random pipe threading or some sort of industrial company in the UK has the domain.
They had the same idea. Well, okay. It doesn't sound like there's going to be any trademark infringement there.
No, I don't think so. I think we're okay.
So let's see. We met because on Instagram, obviously, like many of us do, like G and I did, and you and I, and many of us do today. But one of the first things we ever learned about each other was that we have very eerily similar closets and style.
Yeah, it's surprising. I think that's why, like, when I connected with you, I was like, I think I have that shirt. And then it just kept happening over and over again.
Yeah. I remember finding you in the comments of our friends at Nifty Genius and saying, oh, I actually got that too. Or, I tried that too. I have that also. And it's like style, size, color, and there's no discrimination. It's like, if I have it, you probably have it too.
Oh, for sure. I would imagine that walking into your closet is basically like walking into my closet.
And that's fine. We could probably swap apartments for a week and feel exactly like right at home.
We could do that. If you need to come to Denver, let's do it.
All right. I'll just make sure to do your dishes first, and then and I'll do mine. Let's see. So you're in the menswear space, and it's kind of an interesting time right now. We're transitioning, from spring into summer, and I just want to see if there's any other cool new brands we should know about right now.
Shoot. The ones that I've been wearing the most lately, I'm actually wearing a BYLT Built Basics shirt right now. Yeah, so good. I mean, I've done a little bit of work with them, and I'm not like just trying to shamelessly plug them, but I really like the colors that they have and everything. So I have a lot of their tees. I've also been working with, I'm looking over there because I'm staring at a clothes rack, like my living room, my studio. So I've got
Can we see it? Can we see it?
Yeah. I mean, my apartment's messy, but it's just like,
oh, dude, look at mine. It's right behind me.
Yeah. It's just chilling. Because that's like how I set up my studio studio apartment when I video. But Ricky and Mickey is one that I've been kind of into a lot lately. They're out of New York, and they do a lot of great, what I would say, kind of revamped prints and colors on polos, tees, short sleeve button ups. Like that's kind of what I'm building my spring and summer wardrobe around. So I'm really liking them a lot, and I think they're fairly new, or at least not a lot of people know about them. So I'm trying to spread the word because I like their stuff a lot.
Do you think graphic prints are going to be a huge trend for going forward this year?
That's a good question. I think I've seen more guys in floral prints than I've ever seen like this year than I've seen in past years. So yes, I think so. I think people are finally kind of stepping out of their comfort zone and trying some different things. So
Like
I'd say so. I think we're going to get a lot of pastel sort of prints and types of colors, just like spring normally is.
You know, it's funny. I was watching a little movie last night called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I could not. Well, first of all, that's an excellent movie for men's style. That one, there's been a few really good ones recently, but that one is, it's top notch. And I was really admiring Brad Pitt's outfit. He was wearing this, it had to have been like polyester or rayon, yellow camp collared shirt with like blue Hawaiian flowers placed on it. And it was like a slim flare medium wash denim with these like tan suede moccasins. And okay, it's Brad Pitt, and I'm sure everything he wears looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent the next 30 minutes looking for that shirt online. I found the jeans from Levi's. They're $69. They're great. But I can't find that shirt anywhere right now, and I don't know why, and it's bugging me. So
dude, I would say like camp collars in general. Oh man, those are I love it. So I hope you can find it. That whole like throwback to vintage style,
stuntman
style it's awesome.
Do you have any other like favorite movies that you like for men's style?
Oh, that's a good question. I gotta think back. I've been binging a lot of random stuff now, so I have to think about like good movies that I've actually seen this style.
Right. I like the no shoe look from Die Hard 1.
Right.
The bloody under tank.
Yeah, that's a good spring trend. That's solid. Honestly, I don't do a lot of like sartorial style myself, but like Kingsman, everything's just like super put together on all. Like, I'd be lucky to dress to that sort of a tee if I get a chance. But I mean, it's good to watch. A, for the action, and B, for the a guy kicking somebody's ass in a suit is pretty solid.
Like, there's one thing I wish I was bold enough to do. It's wear tweed in summer in Los Angeles.
Right.
It's not something normal.
Yeah, I would not recommend.
Yeah. So I saw that you have a new video that you dropped. It's 5 ways to style shorts.
Yeah.
Now I know we can't really see you below the
right. I am wearing pants, but it's pants, not that's a nice crotch shot for you, but that pants, not
I hope you like that at home.
Yeah.
Giving
exclusive.
that content.
I'm wearing, it's actually a little bit cooler today, so I'm wearing denim. So the funny thing about that video is, so last week I did kind of a how to wear shorts in general. So just how, when, all of that. And then I've been following up those longer videos with shorter 5 ways to style, picking out either an element out of the longer video, or last one was all about shorts. So I did 5 ways to style shorts. And the funny thing was, last week when I posted the video and, stuff on social to kind of go along with that first shorts video, I found a lot of people in the same boat as me where, we sort of wear shorts out of necessity and not because they're like a awesome style option for guys who are into, style on a daily basis or have a personal or good, unique sense of style. And I totally fell into that
John Cena look.
Right. And I fell into that boat too. So I wanted to make a concerted effort this spring and summer to actually feel like myself in my clothes and my personal style, because that's what I'm all about. And I feel like I let that go every spring and summer because, fewer layers, so we don't really get to do as much. You're just kind of like throwing a pair of shorts, a tee, get out the door. So trying to do a little bit more work this time.
So if you had to recommend maybe 2 brands to look at for like the coolest shorts right now, who would you throw out at us?
So one of my favorites, I don't know if you might have, I'm sure you've heard of them if we have the same closet or wardrobe, but have you heard of Kidane Co Denim?
No, but I think that's my new favorite word now.
Okay. It's Kodenko. So Yeah, I think they're on the West Coast too, but they do great denim and pants, but their twill chino shorts, I believe,
Okay.
are awesome. They're in that yellow, like in that post that I had that had the yellow shirt and the blue shorts.
Yep.
That's them, and that's like they're a good length, they're a good thickness and structure, and like one of my favorites. And then for some bolder variety, I'm in Scotch and soda shorts all the time.
Scotch and soda, we know them.
We know them. We wear them a lot.
It's a classic, Scotch and soda on the rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
But the brand too. The brand is very good.
Yeah, both.
So as far as like, just real quick, and I want to move on to one last question.
Yeah.
Length. Let's talk about the length, because this is a huge kind of factor when it comes into finding the right shorts for your body. What would you say? What do we look for?
I mean, first and foremost, it's comfort level, obviously, right? Like, do what makes you feel the best in what you're wearing. As a rule of thumb, I'd say pretty much anything below the knees now is kind of out, unless you're going like, it doesn't really make sense. Man prees are out, I would say.
Unless you're a pirate.
Unless you're in the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie, then go for it. But my personal favorite, like, I stick to the 5 to 7 inch inseam. But I'm a guy who's under 6 foot, so it kind of proportionally works for me. If you're all legs, if you got really long legs, you're over 6 foot, 5 inch is gonna look more like underwear. So I would probably stick to the like 7 to 9, but just whatever you do, keep it above the knee. Show off the quad action. Show off those air squats you've been doing at home for working out,
Yeah. Now, real quick, because this is I've been obsessed with this ever since I saw it. Yeah. I recently featured you in an article for spy.com, who I write, men's oriented articles for, about the best shoes to look at for spring and summer. And you brought up this really awesome shoe. Tell us what it was and why.
Yeah. So I picked up a pair of these Huarache sandals from Nisolo. And Huarache sandals, they have like this pre-Columbian Mexican history to them. So it's like all these leather woven strands that are woven together, and you get this cool sandal effect. But I like them because so I don't wear sandals normally. I don't like feet. So you won't catch me in like flip-flops or Birks or any of that stuff. So, but I still, I want to have options for the summer.
Yeah.
So what I like about these ones is that the woven leather makes them super breathable. You don't have to wear socks with them, but like my feet aren't completely exposed. So perfect summer shoe for me in that way. So much so that I'm doing a video on it next week. So I'm trying to feature them, but yeah, I'm just trying. It was more of looking for options for someone who doesn't wear sandals because feet are gross. So
yeah, I think that's super important, and I think oddly enough, I don't wear sandals either. They should come as no surprise because we have the same style brain. But this really does give you an option if you're not a sandals guy. You don't like to wear flip-flops. Right. You don't like to wear slides. You just, out of principle, you're not wearing a Jesus sandal. But these are really cool. They're called Huarache.
Yeah, I say Huarache or Huarache. Okay. I don't know. Don't quote me on the absolute correct pronunciation.
It's this awesome basket weave in the tan color.
Yeah,
it's a strong looking shoe.
Yeah, I'm excited to style. I think you can do them. I mean, swap them in again for like your sandals with shorts. But I also I've seen them done with suiting, some summer casual summer suiting and things like that. So I'm excited to get to play with them this summer.
Awesome. Great pick. And thank you for letting us know.
Yeah.
So now I would like to bring on a very close friend of mine, everybody. His name is Shea. We grew up together. He's a good old boy. And let's bring him on. Shea, baby. What's up, man?
Nothing much.
How are you today?
I'm good. It's finally getting nice here in Boston. It's like 60s and 70s most days now, so not tan yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay, noted. Shea, I am, and I said this for everybody, I am truly glad you are here on TNG Live today. You are one of my favorite people. And, it looks like we have a little comment. Okay. He's popular. He's popular.
In the Mastracci household.
I know. I'm a Mastracci household. Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching. Shea, I want to tell everybody exactly how we met, but I don't know if either of us actually remember. We have a rough idea.
Yeah, we tried to figure this out the other day. My earliest memory, I don't know if it's the earliest, but like the first thing that popped in my head was, I think it was after school study program. We were looking at like the 1999 like Guinness World Records thing.
I
like
remember
the most
that
expensive
book.
like cold toilet or something ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure that was my mom's book. I brought it into school, and I'm pretty sure that was the issue featuring Heidi Klum with the Swarovski bra, the Swarovski lingerie set.
Yes.
It was like the most expensive bra and panties or something like that. And that's how we became friends. So Heidi Klum, if you're watching, thank you very much for giving me one of my closest friends. I owe you. Man, good times. I don't know where that book is. I feel like it was purple, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, purple, like shiny.
Purple. If anybody knows that Guinness Book of World Records Millennium Edition from 2000, tell us in the comments and help us figure it out. Yeah, dude, that was so long ago.
20 years
we
ago.
went to the same elementary school, same middle school, same high school, and we've been together through thick and thin. We know each other's families very well. And one thing I was surprised to hear is that you're actually in the market for a house now.
Yeah, not now, but like beginning the process of like getting one like 6 months from now, hopefully.
You know, from what I understand, though, things are really expensive over there in Massachusetts. Like, where do you even look for something right now as a handsome single man?
Yeah, well, I got the idea because one of my cousins just bought a condo, and the housing market's going to become more of like a buyer's market with everything going on with like COVID and everything. So people are willing to kind of leave houses for less money, and it's less expensive parts of the suburbs. The city's still expensive, so I'll probably end up being somewhere in the suburbs, which isn't terrible.
Suburbs. Do you have like a specific place you would like to live?
Not really, not picky yet. Like, thank you. Just starting to save, like leaving Southie, coming to the suburbs, living with the family now, just saving money for probably 6 months before I can like start to look at places.
It's a smart plan. And just for those people who don't really know about Southie, which is where you just moved from, tell everybody kind of what the life is like there.
It's great for like a certain age group for a while. Like I've been there for like 2.5 years, and it's like being in like college again. Like a lot of people in like their early to like late 20s, like just walking around, walking distance from apartments, a bunch of like bars and restaurants, great food. But now, as we're both getting older, getting to 30s, it's like the right time to like take a step back and look at buying something.
Totally. And I mean, I'm commending you, dude. That's incredible. That's awesome news. You know, you've really come a long way. And this is from somebody who loves you very much. You've come a long way since the first day you and I lived together. And for those who don't know, and most of you don't, Shea was my first roommate outside of my parents' house back in Somerville, Massachusetts. We lived in Davis Square on what was it called?
Claremont.
That's right, Claremont with no T. Everybody would.
But it was confusing because there's 3 other street names that were very close to our street name. Claremont.
Hell no.
Cameron, I think was
Cameron. Who would do
So
that? What kind of a city planner would do that to people and to make them one-way streets? Like, oh wow, okay, like you're a big deal. Okay, awesome.
It made food deliveries really hard.
Yeah, exactly. You got to walk. But those, honestly, living with you were some of my favorite times. And in fact, I actually brought a photo to show everybody.
I think I know what it is too.
You probably do. Last week, during the introductory episode, I had on another friend of mine named Paolo. And this is one of my favorite photos of the three of us that we've ever taken for obvious reasons. Do you remember this night?
Yes, I know exactly what it was. The night where me and you had this literally the same exact jacket on from Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
And then Paul's was like something else. But it was just like
a black leather jacket.
We both left the house knowing we were wearing the same jacket. It was like cool with it. And then he just ended up wearing the exact same jacket almost.
And we were fine with it. So I guess that's a quality we share with David.
Yeah. If we ever drop like a mixtape or an album, that would be
this would be the cover right here. And if I'm not mistaken, our other friend Mike Mojica showed up that night. And
wearing something very different.
While the three of us were dressed in black leather jackets, he was dressed in a stark white two-piece suit.
Mm-hmm. Very problematic going out like that, but it was a good look.
We almost looked like his backup dancers or his bodyguards or something like that. Which is fine because that's exactly what we used to do. We used to go out looking like this to clubs in our younger 20s, and we used to dance the night away.
Yeah, it was fun.
We had some good times, dude. Where did you like to go dancing in Boston the most?
I think our best time was at Bond. R.I.P. Bond doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
Tell
everybody about that.
It was more of like classy lounge where nobody was really like acting wild or anything like that, but we were. Yeah. And we were sober, so it was very confusing for people.
None of us drank at that point.
I'm pretty sure we started a conga line there one time.
Oh, it might have been for somebody's bachelorette party.
I think so.
Yeah,
that was definitely the highlight.
See, you guys are laughing, but this is legit. Do you like how I'm looking at you both?
That is pretty nice.
Yeah, we started a legitimate conga line around the place. That's a swanky. Well, it was a bank. It's like an old refinished bank,
right?
And we're out there dressed up to the 9s or maybe the 8s because we were wearing dark jeans, and we're just in there. And we had this method that was actually Mike's method, and I gotta have him on here at some point. He used to quietly walk in and scope the place out. You see who's doing what. It's like, all right, maybe there's like a birthday party over there. There's like some tourists over there. People staying at the hotel over there. There's a bridal shower or a bachelorette party or whatever. Or her 30th birthday party. Let's give him a show. So then, what was the name they gave us, Shea?
Oh man, I don't remember.
Was it the Backstreet Boys?
I think so.
They called us the Backstreet Boys because out of nowhere it would hit like 11 o'clock and the DJ would just be like, DJ so and so, and it would just drop.
Yeah.
And then Mike would start dancing. He'd do that move, that swing move that he has.
Yeah.
He'd get going, and then like I'd jump in, and then you'd jump in, and then Paul would jump in, and sometimes our friend Casey would jump in, and it'd be the 4 or 5 of us just
in formation sometimes
in single file. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing crazy out of nowhere. Nowhere. And the place would erupt. And
it went from like quiet, like classy place. It was still classy to more of like somebody's birthday party or something, like more relaxed vibe after that.
Needless to say, I think they should have paid us as the entertainment.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can have, okay,
That was a
thank
big
you.
mistake.
Yeah, go have a DJ. We're cool. It's fine. Okay, great.
Give us some
We
free
got
Red
the
Bull.
party
Yeah,
Yeah, we got the party started on Red Bull and pineapple.
exactly.
That was our cocktail of choice. Just Red Bull
Great
and pineapple.
cocktail.
The bartenders always used to get so confused.
Yeah.
Red Bull, pineapple. Okay, what else? Like ice,
That's it.
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. that was our dancing juice.
Yeah.
Oh man. Man, I just such good times with you, Shea. We've made so many good memories, and I miss you. I miss you to bits, dude, over here in Los Angeles. I really hope you get here one day.
I'm working on it. I will.
Yeah. Well, whenever you get that house, expect me to be staying there for
of course.
periods of time.
There's always room for you. Been friends pre-beard back in the Soul Patch days.
Oh God, I know.
It's an embarrassing like AIM screen name these days.
You're the only person on this screen right now who has seen me with no beard.
Yeah,
Shaven.
it's pretty wild. It's very different.
You're the person on this screen right now who has seen me probably with the least amount of clothes on too.
Yeah, I think there'd be
shaking your head.
The original Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
There during like the beginning days of TNG.
That tasteful nude.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh man. Shea, I love you. You're the man. But right now, I want to play a fun little game with the four of you guys. We're going to play a little game called Two Truths and a Lie. Two Truths and a Lie. Two Truths and a Lie. Sorry. Budget. I couldn't get the echo effect. I got to do it myself. You'll understand. So basically what Two Truths and a Lie is we're going to go around in a square, I guess, and state two facts about ourselves and one lie, and the other three of us are going to have to guess which one is the lie, and whoever has the most points is the winner. So who would like to go first? Should we go reverse alphabetically, or should we go by facial hair backwards?
We're going to do it reverse alphabetical.
Okay. Yeah, you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for us? What do you got, Shea? Two truths and a lie. Shea Hammond. Here we go.
Cool. Okay. Number one, since I've been watching this Last Stand documentary lately, it's been on my mind. Number one, met Michael Jordan back in the 90s. Number two, never had M&Ms before. The candy. And then number three, I've never been outside of the U.S. Those are my three. And you'll probably know the answer.
This is hard for me.
Okay.
Okay. Boys, let's come off mute and discuss this.
Okay.
So his options were...
Like he wrote it down.
Yeah.
So there are two truths and one lie in there.
One of those
one of them
is garbage, and the other two are not garbage. So let's read them back. Shea, Michael Jordan, you met Michael Jordan in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You've never had M&Ms.
Correct.
That one's so crazy that like it has to, like I can't imagine like
It's almost
Like, why would you make that up?
yeah, like how do you not casually come across M&Ms?
Okay, hold on. Question. If you eat them upside down, does that not count as
WWs?
W and W?
You're reaching.
No, any like upside down, left, like up, right side up,
Or he
whatever.
could have a chocolate allergy.
Oh,
Maybe.
Yeah, I would have known about that. I feel like he doesn't.
Maybe.
Okay.
He's never been outside the United States. Shea, how old are you? If you don't mind us asking.
30. Still young enough that I'll answer with the age.
Juan, have you never seen him leave the U.S.? You lived with him.
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
don't know if you let the youth
Somebody get
live
on his
with them.
Facebook.
You should definitely know these.
I'm leaning towards that one being the lie, personally.
Never been out of the U.S. being alive.
Yeah.
Gee, what do you say?
What was the first one?
He met Michael Jordan in the 90s, supposedly.
Allegedly.
That could have happened. I believe that. I think I'm gonna have to go with David on this one.
Never
I think
been
that's a
outside
good
the
pick.
US.
Yeah.
What do you think, Anthony?
Okay, so here's what I do know about you.
Yeah,
You have a place up in New Hampshire.
that's not outside the U.S.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's not outside the U.S., but yeah.
It's close. Your family also had a place in Florida. So just if we draw a pattern here,
In the edges of the U.S.
it means that you guys like to stay local. I'm going to have to go with never been outside the U.S.
Yeah, that was the lie.
Nailed it.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Woo!
That was really good teamwork.
Yeah, that was
good.
solid.
There it
Good
is.
problem solving
Yeah.
skills.
See, this is
So
good.
where did you go outside of the U.S.?
I went to Ireland and Mexico so far.
Oh,
great.
that's awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah, everyone's really cool in Ireland, and Mexico is a lot of fun. Definitely,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. I'm just typing up a little graphic we're going to put right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
There's a score. Oh,
that's
I
cool.
like this now. Okay.
Okay.
Shoot, I have to rethink mine, so they're not easy.
All
I
right.
know that was hard.
That was perfect. I mean, for how well that I know you also,
Yeah.
that was hard. That was hard for me. All right. If we're going in reverse alphabetical order, that means G, you are
Okay.
our next contestant. Two truths
Okay. So
and one lie. Let's go.
everyone likes food, so we're going to do this with food. So
Ooh.
I love pizza. I love ice cream, and I love maple syrup.
Oh man,
Oh wow, that's super hard.
tough.
Yeah.
So one of
What's
those.
up, guys?
He
Those are
has
all things that I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's-
all of those.
There's two things that are true, and one of them is a lie.
Okay. If I had to guess, I would go with that you actually don't love maple syrup. That's my guess. We'll go maple syrup.
I feel like you got a sweet tooth, and I'm going. You don't like pizza.
Anthony?
This is hard.
I don't know.
So
I know.
I'm like, okay. Okay. Two of these things have dairy products. So
Mhm.
Yes.
it doesn't make sense that it's like a dairy.
Not always. They're vegan options.
See,
That's
now
true.
the fact that you know that.
Shoot, I think I might be wrong.
But like, okay, maple syrup, if we're actually talking about real maple syrup, that is one of Mother Nature's gifts to us. And knowing the brand Gaffer and Child,
Mm.
I feel like maple syrup is good in your book.
Could
I'm
be.
gonna have to go with traditional ice cream. So wait,
Wow,
what
so
did
you
everybody say? What did everybody say?
We also said something
I did.
different.
Yeah, I say
Syrup,
maple syrup.
I said pizza.
pizza. No, ice cream.
You said ice cream.
Oh man,
Yeah.
It's getting
Okay.
interesting.
we all have one. G, what is the
Okay.
lie?
So I love pizza,
Damn.
especially with pineapple and jalapenos. I
Nice.
love it. It's my favorite.
Nice.
You were so
Um,
Californian.
Ice cream, I'm a sucker for always. It's like my kryptonite. And I have this weird, and that's why I brought it up, because it's really weird. I have a weird phobia of maple syrup. where like it makes me feel sticky and it grosses me out.
Yeah.
Wow. Would not.
That's what
I
I figured.
remember
Dang.
when I was a little kid, I spilled some syrup on myself, and my mom was like, "I'm gonna change your clothes. You gotta rough it out." And ever since then, I've had like a phobia of like.
Oh man, it's
maple
a
syrup.
traumatic
Like,
experience.
That's
Yeah, it was-
crazy.
Oh
I'm
man.
scarred. It's so random.
That's
Looks like
Yeah.
look, mothers know best, and apparently
Yeah.
mine does.
But she said that like right after he said it, so she might have been. I don't know.
It scares
Might have been
me.
late on
I'm terrified.
it.
That's hilarious. So that evens up the score.
Wow.
One
Oh,
all.
Oh my god.
this is great. I love it.
Oh my god.
Very
Okay.
competitive.
Okay. So we're all tied up, which means David,
Okay.
you are our next
Tiebreaker.
contestant. 2 truths and 1 lie. David.
Lie. All right, let me not mess this up. Okay, so my first one is that I can speak Russian fluently but can't read it. I have climbed the majority of the 14ers in Colorado, and 14ers are mountains that are over 14,000 feet in elevation. And I am a Colorado native but have never skied or snowboarded.
Hmm.
I think I have my answer.
Okay, so he speaks Russian,
Climb stuff.
but he can't read it, but he can speak it. He climbs things that are 14,000 feet or higher, mostly. He's got most of them. And he's Colorado native, but he can't, but I just put but warm. So he doesn't ski or
snowboard.
I like your shorthand of all of that.
Yeah. Dead on.
Yeah. Russian climb stuff.
Let's talk this out.
What's
Now-
your last name, David?
That's the question.
It is Komisarchik.
That didn't sound very Russian when you said it.
But it could be. So you could read it, but you can't speak it.
Reverse.
You can speak it but not read it.
Okay. I believe that.
I would say wait, the third one said you don't ski or snowboard?
That was the third one, yeah.
I would say that's the lie. I don't know. That's my guess. The other ones are like very specific. The fact that you know what a 14er means.
Yeah, so for 14ers are like, there's a giant list of peaks like for mountains hikes here that you got to start at like 4 a.m. and climb because you're going like you're topping out at over 14,000 foot elevation in the Rockies. So that's like, we just call them 14ers because it's easier than naming all of them.
That makes sense.
We just
Anyone who climbs them.
He seems like he's like in the inner circle, huh? Like he knows exactly who we is about.
Yeah.
A lot of weight on we.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going ski and snowboard. That's the lie.
G,
Yeah, I'm with Shea. I'm with Shea on that one. Ski or snowboard.
I think I am too. Okay. David, what is the lie?
The 14er one was the lie.
Oh wow!
You just duped us all.
That's
Yeah.
how we play.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
good.
That was really good.
No.
That was
So
really
we must
good.
have fun on that
Threw
one.
us
my
all
God.
off.
The score
That we.
tied.
Wow.
Oh,
So we're all
Anthony is the
winners.
tiebreaker.
dude, I feel like I gotta give you extra points for duping everybody.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Yeah.
So no matter
I
what.
think David wins.
Okay. Here we go. Finally. Let's finish this up. 2 truths and 1 lie. This guy.
I feel like I have an advantage, but you never know.
Well, yours was hard for me. Yours was really hard for me. Here we go. Okay. I hate reading books. Number 2, I use my AirPods regularly. Number 3, I am the same size waist as I was 12 years ago.
Oof.
Gentlemen.
My immediate one is I'm leaning towards AirPods because I'm not seeing you wearing them now. And anybody who wears them regularly, I feel like would wear them in this kind of a situation.
Oh, yeah.
That's like my immediate deductive reasoning.
This is tough.
What was it? The first one was you hate reading?
I hate reading.
Does that include audiobooks?
That's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
That's listening.
Okay.
You're filing that under listening.
Fair.
I think I'm going to go AirPods. I'm going to lock that in.
I think I'm going to go, not to be hurtful, but I'm going to go number 3 is the lie. Because I'm not, a lot of us aren't the same waist size that we were 12 years ago.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
But I feel like I've seen you. I'm sorry.
The waist size, I believe.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen you wear AirPods before a lot. But you could also just have, like a new brand better than AirPods.
We got to define what regularly means.
Yeah.
What does regularly mean for you?
Regularly means if I need to use a pair of headphones, like when I'm taking a walk or something, then my headphones are the AirPods.
Okay. Because I was thinking about it like you wear them all the time, which like surprised me why you're not wearing them right now.
I think I'm going to lock in the books thing. Because I remember you reading books. We lived together, but you're also like finishing up school, so you had to.
I'm going to stick with AirPods. I'm going to lock in.
I'm going to lock in on the books.
Books, AirPods, and then what else was there?
It was
Waist size.
the
Waist size. Okay, waist size the same. I feel like you're one of those guys that regularly wears like the headphones with the wire, like not the AirPods. I don't know why. Yeah, the first one's a lie, the books. The first one's a lie.
Yeah,
the lie is that I don't have AirPods.
Yeah!
You have the ones that like wrap around the back, right?
I have.
There's like another like wireless thing.
I have them right here, actually.
I knew it. I should have said that. I can picture those too.
Dude, that's what I was saying. Like people who wear AirPods would be wearing them right now on this video.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny you say that because every other time I've gone live, I use my Bose headphones because when I find there's sometimes a lag between computer and wireless. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So I have a hardwire Bose headphone that I love to use. It goes right in here. This is the first time I'm not actually using it. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Perfectly, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, but I don't have AirPods. I've never liked the way that they felt for long periods of time. You know? It's just like after using this Bose, the shape is just so good. It's so comfortable.
That's fair.
And they're expensive too. There's that. Don't they come with the phone now though? They like come in the package for the Pro.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
Really?
They're the wired ones.
Yeah. They give you the
Apple
basic
would not lose money on that kind of a situation. Come
The
on.
wired. They're just trying to get those wired headphones now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's what I use most of the time.
And he's
I'm
using them right
Yeah,
now.
that's why I was like, G's using them right now. There's no way.
Yeah.
No, but I never use AirPods. I'm usually using the wired ones. It's because they won't fit into my laptop.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
But I always have the
It's a
wired
different
ones on.
shape. It's a different shape. Yeah.
Apple mixing it up.
Yeah.
We had my family's all over the place right now.
I know, I like it.
I got that one wrong, and I FaceTime you every day. I thought that was
So you-
100% the
You
truth.
hate books though? What's up with that?
Okay, I said I hate reading.
Reading. Okay. Oh, reading. Yeah.
More of an audiobook guy for sure.
And this is going to be unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy reading novels. I don't mind news. If I can find it in video, I will find it in video. I don't like reading anything longer than a news article. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Like a blog article.
That's
Social
I
media
agree.
I have trouble like finding a book and then getting started, but then like once I'm in, I'm in.
Yeah.
I do audiobooks 100% all the time because you
That's
can do
amazing.
it while you do other things.
Right.
That's an
That's
amazing
podcast,
solution to that issue.
Yeah.
Do you have any audiobooks to recommend right now that you've liked?
Oh. I've been on this thing. I started in COVID when things kind of went south, but so I have this buddy out here. His name's Khalil, and he's the founder of Sun Life Organics. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're like organic juice bar all over the west side here. And he referred I think it's The Art of Getting Rich.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. Sounds
The
familiar.
Science of Getting Rich. Wallace D. Waddles.
That's cool.
So I kind of did this experiment where I started listening to it on repeat, and it ended up, I've made a lot of progress in a very little time.
Yeah,
I can
that's
tell you
great.
that much. I don't know if it's the book. It doesn't tell you any like groundbreaking information. It's nothing you wouldn't actually know, but I think there's a part in the book where it tells you listen to it on repeat until things start to happen and flow. And I definitely feel like it's removed some blockages and allowed me to see solutions in my life easier.
That's
cool.
huge. That's
cool.
huge.
Yeah.
Like for
I
me,
usually ask people about stuff like that.
for
like
me,
anytime.
it's, for example, like the movie, one of my favorite movies is Step Brothers, right?
Yes.
Y'all seen Step Brothers, but it's like, okay, you can watch it once and really like it, but the more you watch it, the more you pick up. The joke you might not have get the first time, you'll get the second time.
Right.
And that's, I think, why going back over stuff is more beneficial. If it comes to reading books, I would say instead of reading 5 books, maybe read 2 books multiple times.
Right.
2 really good books and hone in on what you're learning there. Gentlemen, any last words before we wrap everything up? Any questions for each other?
No, it's good to meet you.
I have a question actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This goes out to the crowd. So, how do we feel about overalls? Is that allowed?
Ooh. I feel like they've kind of started to make a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
Okay.
More guys rocking them quite a bit.
I think it depends on how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think they can get very farmy very quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're doing like the long sleeve t-shirt with the overalls and maybe like a cuff.
Yeah, like one strap off, like not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also seen a lot with like a really modern cut to them, or like it's like like where the pant part starts like actually where your pants would be, so it's not like a weird. There's some cool ones out there. I wouldn't knock it.
Yeah, I've seen
Okay.
some. I don't think I'd pull it off, but I've seen some great overall pictures.
David.
Definitely.
I'm trying to see if I want to make it a thing.
Yeah.
What is that?
Right.
This is our buddy
I was
Parker.
just thinking of
Yeah, maybe that. I was thinking more like painters overalls, like maybe all white, maybe
Yeah.
you could paint it with a
No,
blazer.
I was thinking Parker when you said overalls, because I've seen him. I think I've seen him do quite a bit actually of them. So
Tried on my first pair of overalls a few months ago. It changed my life.
life
Can I
changing.
say hi? You guys come say hi.
Yeah. Who's
Come
that?
say hi, Viv. Come, I already put you on the spot. Come say hi. Just wait here. That's Vivi.
Hey,
Hi,
I
Vivian.
can hear you guys, but
Yeah.
Thanks for having him. Bye.
Bye.
That's Vivian. We really, she helps me out a lot with the skincare. We work together day in, day out to give people like the best service, best product. So it's like my other half.
Nice.
That's awesome.
We had a question from my mom. Hey, you know what? My mom's awesome. Are G and David from California?
I'm not.
Yep, I am.
Colorado.
If you can't tell.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I am not, but I think sure.
She knows. This is
I
so
like that our
cool.
picture is a panda. Whatever.
I
You
know.
know, it's
Now, right?
I've known you since you've been in Boston, though, which is the
Yep.
crazy thing. Yeah,
Since I lived with this guy.
yeah.
The first place you ever shipped me Gaffer and Child products was at our apartment.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. We got some good
Yep.
trickle down.
And that's a long time ago. That's a really long time ago, which is I think it's amazing how we've kept touch for so long.
Yeah.
And you've been an inspiration for me too in this journey.
Oh my God, you're so sweet.
Yeah,
You guys.
yeah.
You guys. Any other questions for each other?
That was dope to meet you all.
Yeah. Let's meet up in person someday.
Yeah.
I just want to toss this back up on the screen. For anybody who's looking to like a skin rejuvenation, if you want to take the skincare challenge, use code TNG50 to get $50 off your Gaffer and Child skin cleanse. I'm going to be putting this in the captions on Instagram TV, YouTube, and Facebook as well, just so you can have it. If you want to give it a shot, from what you say, it's pretty damn incredible, isn't it?
It's an 11-day skin reset program. If you're having any trouble with your skin, flare-ups, whatever, we do an elimination, and then we give you products that are so pure you can eat them. You could just love on yourself, nourish yourself for those 11 days. You're going to come out glowing at the other end. It's total transformation, and we can't wait to see your journey. That's like the best part of all of this.
That's great.
Speaking about glow ups, we had a question for G.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So Inner Sense is a brand that I've been using for a while, and they do a really great clean shampoo and conditioner. So it's INNERSENSE. So they do a really great shampoo and conditioner. And then I also use, there's another natural line out there called Zatique, and they have a really great black seed shampoo and conditioner, which is great for hair. But I also, one secret is I don't really wash that often. So I only wash like once a week.
You mean I mean it gets wet, right?
Yeah, like I'll like rinse with water, but shampoo and conditioner I only do like once a week. And I mean, in the beginning you're oily or greasy, but I tell people rough it out and allow your natural oils to do their thing, and it'll regulate your scalp. Oil production will regulate if you only wash once a week. It'll take a while though, but it's the best.
Yeah.
And you recommend using natural products for better results?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. It's today that, yeah. Well, no, back when I was growing up, we didn't have such an abundance of great options in the natural world. And I'm grateful that we have them now. They're not just natural, but they're effective, made with food grade ingredients. I mean, both of those brands, Inner Sense and Zatique, they're doing stuff right. And then we're doing our best to do stuff right, give people options in the facial area. And yeah.
Great.
Okay. There you have it.
Hair tips.
Any final words from anybody before we get going?
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony, for putting it all together.
Guys, my pleasure. It's my honor to have you all here. You, and you. Did that work?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Worked well.
Did that just work? It's so Brady
Yeah,
Bunch. I love it. My honor to have you here, and I just want to thank you again for being a part of episode 1 of TNG Live.
Nice.
For everybody at home, if you're not going to hear this because you haven't seen it yet, but this is going to be streaming on. This will be posted on YouTube, Facebook, and IGTV if you want to recap, or if you want to rewatch any of the conversation or any of the answers to the questions. You can find them on those 3 platforms. G, where can we find you on Instagram?
Gaffer and Child. We're at Gaffer and Child, GAFFERANDCHILD, and gafferandchild.com. And we cannot wait to hear from you guys. That's what makes it all worth it, is getting your messages, seeing your progress on the skin cleanse. We're here to be your greatest cheerleader, supporter, and we can't wait to hear more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect. David, where can people find you?
Instagram, I'm just at Threadability, and website, The Threadability, and YouTube, all the same everywhere.
Follow, like, subscribe.
Yeah,
share.
please. Oh, I forgot that. That's
Okay, we're getting better, dude. We're getting better.
I'm gonna do that now, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
teamwork.
definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Shay, where can we find you?
Around Boston. Sometimes LA. Someday LA again when this is all over, for sure.
Where can we find you online anywhere?
Not at the moment. I'm off the
He's off the grid.
yeah, off the grid.
All right. Well, he's off the grid.
That's
If
cool.
you want to know more, you know what? Set your browser to private and look up Shay.
Exactly.
Dude, it's been great having you all. It's been great having you all here. Thank you so much again. And I guess everybody at home, thanks for being with us, and we'll see you soon.
See you guys.
Take care.
Thank you,
Bye.
Anthony. Bye.